Welcome back to TGIF. Shout out to all 2,500 people in the chat. Hey, y'all. This story, the chat has asked us to talk about this big news story all over the news. DeMontero Gibson, a black FedEx driver, was shot at by a white father and son while delivering packages in Mississippi. We can definitely see the similarities between this case and that of Ahmaud Arbery. Now, Gibson was asked on Friday if he believed the men were trying to kill him. Gibson told CNN, honestly, in my humble opinion, I think they were, because after they fired the initial shots, they continued to chase me out of the city. I mean, it's no secret that Black Americans have been hunted down by white men. And up until recently, they've gotten away with it. And now they're starting to get a little justice, but they're still bold. What do you think about this story? And thank God this man lived to talk about it.
I really think we're living in a zombie apocalypse where somebody has put something in the water that is making people crazy. And the only reason why I say that is because in 2022, there just is legitimately no way you can get away with committing a crime like this. And the fact that people are so brazen and emboldened to do so just suggests a high level of brain malfunction or mental illness. Like, how? I just can't wrap my brain around taking a gun outside and shooting at someone like we're in the wild, wild west. Al, I need you to help me out with this.
I mean, I'm still confused about the charges. They charged those guys not with attempted murder. They charged them with felonious attempting to cause bodily harm, injury with a firearm. I'm just like, okay, so you guys are going to chase him out of town. You're going to shoot at him multiple times, but because you couldn't hit him and kill him, we're going to charge you with felonious attempting to cause bodily harm with a firearm. It's just the double standard for me. And I don't see it going anywhere, Funky. Unfortunately, I really don't see it going anywhere. And even Ahmaud Arbery's case is not stopping these people from showing their true colors. You would think that in their head, they would say, oh, we better act right. We better do it at night. No, this was in the clear daylight. They don't care. They don't care. The root of all of this is hate and racism, and people's true colors aren't changing. And it's not changing in this, and it's not changing in the criminal justice system either, because look at what they're being charged for.
I know people will say, they'll have their explanations for this. This stuff's been happening for a long time in America. So many people have gotten away with this. So many police officers, so many citizens arrests, all kinds of nonsense has been happening in America. But up until recently, with everyone having smartphones, they got away with it. We didn't have the video, but now we have the video. And it's amazing that even with, the technology we have, that people are still trying it, because that's how little fear they have of repercussions. When we do hear of a case, it's like not even 50-50 that they're going to really have to pay. And look how much we celebrate when we do get a conviction, because it's such a big deal. I know a lot of people are not happy with Joe Biden and his presidency. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not saying Trump is the root of this racism, because he's not. It was already there. It's been here since the 1500s, okay? But he definitely lit a fire and made these people feel okay with it, to be public about it. At least in the 80s and 90s, there was some kind of shame. There's no shame anymore, because we had a president that bragged about it. We had a president that said, if you get arrested supporting me, I got you. Don't worry about it. We had a president that's telling Joe Rogan, don't apologize for being caught saying the N-word. So we just have a different environment now. If you want this to happen again, keep complaining and keep thinking that Trump was a better choice, because I'm not blaming it all on him, but he certainly is the cheerleader for this kind of behavior.
And here's what baffles me. When they have on a UPS brown uniform that we all know, or a FedEx uniform, obviously they belong. They're providing a service. And these people are damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if you wasn't getting your package, you'd be wanting to shoot UPS like my ass do, okay? I'd be wanting to shoot UPS all the time, but not because I'm racist, because they always losing my damn packages. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother show. If the man didn't come to y'all neighborhood, y'all be wanting to shoot him, and he's there doing his job, providing a service for you and your neighbors, and you want to shoot him. It's funny because I'm almost feeling like I would be curious to know, Al, and maybe you could speak to this because you're in that corporate stuff. What do you think these companies are doing to try to protect their people of color, seeing as though these situations are arising more and more with people being chased out?
They issue statements. That's what they do.
So nothing, a whole
do they
lot of
really
nothing.
do anything? Do you think they're really going to do anything? Have they done anything? Have we seen FedEx issue a statement around this? Why wasn't FedEx's a corporate counsel flanked beside him and his individual counsel or lawyer? Why does this young man have on the job be shot at and his job isn't paying for his law representation? That's telling you what these corporations are doing about it. They're going to issue a statement in the next couple of days talking about the actions that this driver has experienced is nothing that's a part of our corporate culture, and we rebuke anybody who feels like they can shoot at our cars or whatever. But where was the FedEx lawyer representing him on CNN? That's telling you what these corporate organizations are doing, Funky.
What I would like to see happen when these happens with these companies is that they stop servicing the community. And I know that would be maybe unfair to everybody, but I definitely think it would put community pressure on those people who want to show their behinds to at least act accordingly.
Yeah, that seems interesting. That could be some accountability, not necessarily stop delivering, but maybe home delivery in what's considered an unsafe zone. They have to pick up their own packages, and until that community takes accountability for those losers' behavior.
Now you're on to something, because they're quick to want to redline our neighborhoods and call them this in a black neighborhood. Right. You're absolutely right. If they got on the mailing list where they started being listed as unsafe neighborhoods and their property value started getting affected, then they asses would act right.
Well, they're not going to do that, and they're going to continue to redline our districts and make it virtually impossible for us to ever get power in our own cities where the Black population is the majority. And they continue to do that. But you know what? Once again, we continue to only care every 4 years, not every 2 years, like we need to when it comes to voting. And we get the judges that we let them put in there. Fellas, yes. Let's toss to another moment in Black history, and that is all made possible by Nissan. Let's take a look.
Celebrating Black history makers who have broken barriers and created a path for change. Trailblazing this path all the way to the stars is Jessica Watkins, the first Black female astronaut selected to be a part of NASA's International Space Station.
What a dream is just putting one foot in front of the other on a daily basis.
Jessica will be the first Black female astronaut to live in space for 6 months. Shooting into the sky before Jessica was Mae Jemison, the first Black female astronaut to launch into space, spending 190 hours in orbit. Being selected for the NASA SpaceX Crew 4 mission, Jessica is a step closer to NASA's plan of putting a woman of color on the moon by 2024. Jessica's cosmic mission will surely inspire future generations of space cadets who dream of reaching the stars.
Honoring Black History Month on TGIF, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Shout out to Nissan, but real quick on the tails of that FedEx story, DeMontero Gibson, I just got some news. He was put back on the same route by FedEx, said no, and they put him on unpaid leave. So FedEx, you are responsible and you are complicit in this case, and you're not a sponsor of us right now, so we can speak on you right now. So get it together, FedEx. We're not going to use you. All right, y'all. What do y'all think about this moment in Black history, sponsored by Nissan? What do you think?
I'm happy for the young lady. And I'm just waiting to see the succession of women that her story inspires. And we need to hurry up and get her to the moon. So can we start a GoFundMe to get this lady to the moon?
Not a GoFundMe.
You don't need a GoFundMe. She's going. You know what? I got to be honest with you. I just got goosebumps because I'm actually very, very proud to be on a platform that is recognizing people of color doing our programming and teaching us about things that we necessarily would not hear of or know today. So I'm gonna pull that whole thank you, FOXSOUL, and also thank you, Nissan, for feeling comfortable to support us and advertise on our platform. I'm enjoying it.
Unlike FedEx.
Right.
Them bitches.
How you put someone back on the
Back
same
on
route?
a route they got
What did I
shot
tell
at.
you? What did I tell you was going to happen? They probably issue a statement.
But you know what? That's just the whole public relations and marketing department needs to be fired.
Right.
Can you imagine if they put a white person back on the route? If they were beat up by a black person in the bad neighborhood, right? You think they would put them, you going back to this area tomorrow, and then if you say no, unpaid leave? Absolutely not.
You clearly know what this is, everybody. This is clearly retaliation. All right. And they're retaliating because he put FedEx on Front Street. On national television, he basically said, hey, FedEx put me in a very bad situation. They're not doing anything about it. So I'm going to jump on national television and tell everybody. So FedEx is basically saying, if you, young man, you think you got more money than us, you don't. Go back to your route and don't say another word.
That's all right. He gonna get his lawsuit money. And the minute Ben Crump and Al Sharpton and Sue Ann Robinson and all the rest of our freedom fighters get a hold of it, FedEx gonna be singing a whole other song because we're gonna turn y'all ass every which way except loose. And I'm ready for it.
DeMontero, I got some fantastic retaliation lawyers and I have not lost. Holla at me, DeMontero. I got you. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick commercial break.